A nation in prayer. This is the hope of the Prime Minister's office, with an organized National Day of Prayer to be observed on Monday, 24th May 2021.
The Cabinet of Ministers has agreed to have a National Day of Prayer. And the intention is to get the nation to stop, to pause, to reflect, and perhaps to meditate as well. We call ourselves a Christian nation, and perhaps as you go around the island, faith is one of the things that mostly every single St. Lucian have a measure of and we believe in. And so it's an opportunity for us to call on our Creator.
Religion and politics recently collided in the now infamous confrontation between SLP Castries Southeast hopeful Joachim Henry and MP for Castries Southeast Guy Joseph. Director of Implementation Nancy Charles on Friday responded to criticism from some quarters who accused the administration of hypocrisy, given the level of vitriol, polarization, and divisiveness on the island.
As a woman of faith, I'm a believer. I believe in order for us to achieve that, where in terms of changing your actions, you first need to go back to your Creator. And so based on our faith and our belief, our health, our source of strength, our source of guidance, it comes from God, it comes from the Creator, and hence the reason we decided to have that day of prayer.
The Day of Prayer has raised concerns about mixing governance, politics, and religion.
To a certain extent, yes, there are certain policies when it comes to politics and religion that should be kept separate, but they have to live side by side. As a nation that you believe in God, you have a Christian faith, or whatever faith it is that you have, at some point in time you have to recognize who your source is. And so there are times when the two have to come together.
Following the Day of Prayer, the intention, according to Charles, is that the nation will have a new level of personal awareness. She hopes that this awareness will foster a reflection of actions and decision-making. What about extending an olive branch to the St. Lucia Labour Party to join in the National Day of Prayer?
The letters were sent out to all faith-based organizations. So we tried as much as possible that it was not a quote-unquote partisan political thing, but that it was a small committee to just look at working with the faith-based organizations. So we have asked, we've not involved the sitting parliamentarians, we've not involved members of the opposition, we've just involved the faith-based organizations.
Meanwhile, in a May 21st press release, St. Lucia Labour Party encouraged St. Lucians to pray, stating, quote, "The party recognizes the value of prayer and will always encourage St. Lucians to constantly pray for whatever their needs, especially the need at this time for deliverance from our deteriorating health and socio-economic conditions. In doing so, recall the words of Scripture in Matthew 6, verse 6, which says, 'And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by men. I tell you the truth, they have received their reward in full.'" Unquote. The National Day of Prayer is set to be live-streamed on the National Television Network from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Whit Monday. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.